सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं। पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। हरि ओम। We'll start with a Subhashita. I will chant. You can repeat. Amma. Ikshanam dvigunam proktam. Bhashanasyeti vedhasa. Akshini dve manushyanam. जिह्वात्वेकैव निर्मिता। टुगेदर। ईक्षणं द्विगुणं प्रोक्तं भाषणस्येति वेधसा अक्षिणी द्वे मनुष्याणां जिह्वात्वैकैव निर्मिता। Beautiful Subhashita. What does it say? It says, Ikshanam dvigunam. Ikshanam, seeing, dvigunam, should be double. Double then what? Bhashanasya, then speaking. Seeing should be double then speaking. Iti, thus, vedhasa proktam. This is what is said by learned people, vedhasa. Those who know, those who are well learned people, they say that you should see twice than what you are talking. Why? Manushyanam, because for humans, akshini dve, there are two eyes, but jivha tu eka eva nirmita. But the tongue created, nirmita, the tongue that is created is eka eva, is one alone. So what? How much you are talking, twice, double times, you should see. Means what? Observe. That is more important. See than commenting. Swami Purushottamananji, one of the first disciples of Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmaya Maharaj, he used to say, mark, don't remark. Very beautiful. To say, mark everything, but don't remark. We are always in the habit of remarking. And therefore, before something happens, we want to say. Ikshanam dvigunam proktam bhashanasya iti vedasa. So, see twice than what you are talking. Now, there are two ways of achieving this. Either start observing more or reduce speaking. Now, you see which one is suitable for each person. There are some people who can't not talk. See, something happens. If you are not talking for a long time, they feel, and Bhagavan is so great that always with such people, their friends or their life partners will be such who don't talk at all. And so they become more agitated and angry. What is this? I am talking so much and you are not talking. It's a good thing. No, I am not talking is a good thing. Why? Because you are talking so much. But you are not listening also. Correct. That is even better. If I start listening to everything that you say, I will go mad. Ikshanam dvigunam proktam bhashanasya. Okay. So very beautiful advice given here. Observe. The more we observe, the more we learn things. This also means you learn more than what you are ready to say. For example, I remember in the initial classes also I had told this point that we start studying Sanskrit little bit and then we want to show off that we know Sanskrit. Then what happens is with few people it happens because they are listening, no? So then that urge comes that I want to show off, I know Sanskrit, and then we do something. Then the person, if he knows Sanskrit, then he understands, understood. Then he will ask one question, from whom you are studying? So you are also doomed, I am also doomed, everybody goes down. Why? Because that urge of everything, telling everybody everything. First see, listen, put that in your mind, understand it well, process it well, then comes the part of sharing. Okay, Bhashanasya here mainly refers to all the unnecessary talks that we have. Okay, how much ever we are doing, double than that we must observe the world, we must see. Okay, so that is the very beautiful, simple, short Subhashita explaining about this simple fact that there are two eyes, but there is only one tongue. Okay. Alright, let us chant it together again and then we will go forward. Ikshanam dvigunam proktam bhashanasyeti vedhasa akshini dve manushyanam jivha tvaikeva nirmita. Now, I want you to focus on few things. We have seen Vibhaktis, no? You see how different Vibhaktis are used. Ikshanam dvigunam proktam. Okay? Proktam, it is said, Vedhasa, Tritiya Vibhakti. Vedhas, Sakaranta Shabda. Manasa, remember we have seen in the previous classes, Manasa, by mind. Similarly here, Vedhasa, by those people who are Vedas. Vedas means those who have got lot of knowledge, learned. One of the names of Bhagavan Sri Rama also. Ramachandraya Vedase. That Vedas Shabda only Chaturthi becomes Vedase. Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataya Nama. That Vedase, same Shabda, same word. So Vedasa Tritiya. Vedasa Proktam. It is said by the learned, Bhashanasya compared to comparative degree was used for Panchami and Shashti, if you remember. Bhashanasya ikshanam dvigunam. Than speaking, ikshanam, seeing should be double. So you can see there, see Vibhakti is manushyanam, for human beings, Shashti Vibhakti. Akshini dve, eyes are two. Akshini dvivachan, pratama only. Dvivachan. Jivha tu, jivha again pratama ekvachan. Eka is adjective for jivha. Eva is, tu and eva are indeclinables. Nirmita again adjective for jivha. Jivha tu eka eva nirmita asti. And therefore, so see how different vibhaktis are used. Okay, in the same thing. Also please understand how the words are to be connected. See, proktam is here, but it is going to be connected with Vedasa. Vedasa proktam, ikshanam dvigunam, bhashanasya, iti Vedasa proktam. Manushyanam akshini dve, jivha tu eka eva nirmita. Now, how this jivha tvaikeva nirmita, jivha tvaikeva, how did it become jivha tu eka eva? That we will see. After studying the verbs, the next topic is going to be the sandhi. That time we will see how to split, etc. But see how the words are getting connected with different things at different places in the verse. We have seen earlier that because of these Vibhakti pratyayas being added with the word, it gets freedom to go anywhere it wants. That is the reason why Sanskrit becomes free word order language. It can go in any order, it will not change the meaning, right? But see how while understanding the meaning, we have to rearrange. Okay? All right. Let us go forward. So in the last session, we were seeing Sarvanama Shabdas, correct? Sarvanama Shabdas, we were seeing the pronouns, and we saw Tat Sarvanama for Pullinga, Napumsakalinga and Strilinga. Similar to Tat, there is Etad also and Kim also. Tat means that which is far. In Pullinga it becomes he, Napumsakalinga she, Strilinga she, Napumsakalinga it. Etad means this, again he, she, it. And Kim is for question, who or what. Depending on which Vibhakti is used, the question also will start to change. Kena, by whom. Kaya, by whom, if it is a girl, lady, like that. Okay, so according to the Vibhakti, the question will change, but Kim is for Prashnarthaka, for questions. Then we saw Yushmat Sarvanama. Yushmat Sarvanama is for second person. You. Tvam yuvam yuyam, tvam tva yuvam vam yushman vaha, tvaya yuvabhyam yushmabhi, etc. Okay. Then we saw Asmat Sarvanama. I. This I is for first person. In Sanskrit it is called Uttama Purusha. So Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, Uttama Purusha. For all three we saw the Sarvanamas, the pronouns which are used in all Vibhaktis. For second person and first person there is no linga. It can be of any linga, the words used, the pronouns used are same, right? Because in front, no need of knowing gender. You directly say you don't have to distinguish it as Pullinga, Strilinga or Napumsakalinga, right? Same way for I also, I know what gender I am. Okay, so Yushmad and Asmad without all that. Then we also saw Sarva Sarvanama, correct? Did we see Sarva? Sarva Sarvanama we didn't see? Okay, fine. Sarva Sarvanama we will see. Then, now let us see few more Sarvanamas. First we are going to see Edam. Edam Sarvanama. Okay. Edam Sarvanama, again as I said, Tat was for that which is far. Etat is for this which is near. Now this Edam is for third person only, but is general. Edam can mean this also, that also. Anything related to third person it can mean. It is close or far, that doesn't matter. Okay. Let us see Edam Sarvanama. As I said, the ones that we saw in the last session are mostly used. These are rarely used, but we should know just that there are such forms that exist. If you yourself want to use, you don't have to, you will never need probably Edam Sarvanama. Why? Because you know Tat Sarvanama, Etat Sarvanama, you don't need this. For using you may not need, but for understanding we will need, because these words do come in the scriptures, right? And therefore we have to see this. All right, let us see Edam Sarvanama, first Pullinga. Let us do the table. Please repeat. Edam Sarvanama Pullinga. Ayam imau ime prathama. Imam enam, imau enau, imam enan dvitiya. Anena enena abhyam ebhihi tritiya. Asmai abhyam ebhyah chaturthi. अस्मात् आभ्याम एभ्यः पंचमी अस्य अनयोः एनयोः एषां षष्ठी अस्मिन् अनयोः एनयोः एषु सप्तमी. Again, Sambodhana is not there for this Sarvanama Shabda as well. Now, we will do it together once. Idam Sarvanama Pullinga. Ayam imau ime prathama. Imam enam, imau enau, imam enan dvitiya. Anena enena abhyam ebhihi tritiya. Asmai abhyam ebhyah chaturthi. Asmat abhyam ebhyah panchami. Asya anayoho enayoho esham shashti. Asmin anayoho enayoho eshu saptami. Now, have you seen some of these words appearing? Ayam. Ayam we have seen many places it comes. Ayam. Ayam purushaha. Ayam purushaha. Ayam word comes many times. Asmai, asmat, asmin, asya. Asya purushasya, asmin purushe, asmin brahmani, so many times. Anayoho, ubhayoho, anayoho. What is that? One verse in Gita is there, no? Anayoho. In second chapter, I think it comes. I don't remember now. Anyways, there are so many verses where you will see these sarvanamas being used. Right? Ebhya, ebhi, eshu. All these are well-known words. So, we should know. See, by the look of it only we will know what Vibhakti it is. We have seen Tat Sarvanama, right? Tasmat, Tasya, Tasmin. Now, if Asmin comes instead of Tasmin, you know it is Saptami Ekvachan. Isn't it? That is sufficient. Okay. So, that is something that we must remember. Similar forms are there. They are not very Teshu. Tesham, instead of that Esham, Eshu, Tebhya, right? So, similar forms are there. If ta etc. is there, it is Tat Sarvanama. Is not there, it is Idam Sarvanama. It's not very different. Ayam etc. are different forms. Therefore, remember those forms only. All other things are just for your reference. Okay? Alright. Idam Sarvanama Pullinga. Next is Idam Sarvanama Napunsakalinga. In Napumsakalinga, what happens? Prathama, Dvitiya different, then rest of it are same only. Let us do this also. Idam Sarvanama Napumsakalinga. Idam ime imani prathama. Idam enat ime ene imani enani dvitiya. Anena enena abhyam ebhihi tritiya. Asmai abhyam ebhyah chaturthi. Asmat abhyam ebhyah panchami. Asya anayoho enayoho esham shashti. Asmin anayoho enayoho eshu saptami. Now this also idam word also we have seen. Idam tute guhyatamam pravakshamyan suyave jnanam vijnana sahitam yajnatva moksha shubhat. So many times idam word will come. Okay, idam means this. Napumsakalinga idam. Then again, anena, these forms are similar for Pullinga and Napumsakalinga, Tritiya to Saptami. So again, those forms are also there in many places. So Asmin Brahmani, when it is said in that Brahman, it is Napumsakalinga. Asmin Purushe, when it is said, it is Pullinga. Okay, form is same. According to the what it, see, Sarvanama is pronoun. Pronoun will always follow the object. If the object is Pullinga, pronoun also will be of Pullinga. If object is Strilinga, pronoun also will take that Strilinga Rupa. If Object is Napumsakalinga, then pronoun also. Object means in Sanskrit the word Brahman, Shabda itself is Napumsakalinga when we are referring to Supreme Brahman. Remember, Brahman Shabda in Pullinga refers to that Chaturmukha Brahma. That is different. For that supreme reality we refer to as Napumsakalinga Brahman Shabda. Right? So for that, if there is adjective, if there is a pronoun, then it will also be Napumsakalinga pronoun. So Asmin will be from Napumsakalinga. But forms are same. Tritiya to Saptami, forms are same for Pullinga and Napumsakalinga. Let us see the last one for this. Idam Strilinga. Let us read. Idam Sarvanama Strilinga. Iyam ime imaha prathama. Imam enam ime ene imaha enaha dvitiya. Anaya enaya abhyam abhihi tritiya. Asyai abhyam abhyah chaturthi. Asyaha abhyam abhyah panchami. Asyaha anayoho enayoho asam shashti. Asyam anayoho enayoho asu saptami. So now Strilinga. Iyam. Iyam. Again you have seen imaha prajaha etc. Imaha also comes many times. Right. Now so many times Anaya, by her, by this lady, Asyai for this, etc. Asyaha, Asyaha, Panchami Shashti, Asyam, in this, etc. etc. Many places again we have seen these forms. Right. Let us do it once again together. Idam Sarvanama Strilinga. Iyam ime imaha prathama. Imam enam ime ene imaha enaha dvitiya. Anaya enaya abhyam abhihi tritiya. Asyai abhyam abhyah chaturthi. Asyaha abhyam abhyah panchami. Asyaha anayoho enayoho asam shashti. Asyam anayoho enayoho asu saptami. This is Idam Sarvanam. Okay. So Tat we have seen, Etat we have seen, Idam. All these are for third person. Okay. Third person. Let us now see one more Sarvanama for third person. It is called Adas Sarvanama. Adas. Adas Sarvanama. Let us see. These are also some of the words are used in the scriptures. So we should know from where they are coming. This is just for reference. No need to memorize. Memorize is Yushmad, Asmad and Tat. These three you have to remember. Try to make it more and more familiar. Then everything else will fall. Right. Let us read. Adas Sarvanama Pullinga. Asau amu ami prathama. Amum amu amun dvitiya. Amuna amubhyam amibhihi tritiya. Amushmai amubhyam amibhyah chaturthi. Amushmat amubhyam amibhyah panchami. Amushya amuyoho amisham shashti. Amushmin amuyoho amishu saptami. We'll do it together once. Adas Sarvanama Pullinga. Asau amu ami prathama. Amum amu amun dvitiya. Amuna amubhyam amibhihi tritiya. Amushmai amubhyam amibhyah chaturthi. Amushmat amubhyam amibhyah panchami. Amushya amuyoho amisham shashti. Amushmin amuyoho Amishu Saptami. Asau is something that comes. Asau, he. Amushya, his. Amushmin, in him or in this. There is one, I think. Amushmin stave, in this stotra, in this stava, in this praise. Okay, Amushmin, it will be used, Saptami. So, again, few words are used more than others, but we should know that they are coming from others. Okay, very unusual forms are there, therefore. See, whenever there are two different forms, you know that, okay, this is coming from others. Because this is not something that I remember or recollect, that means it is coming from others. Okay, Sarvanama Shabda. Let us do Adas Sarvanama Napumsakalinga also. Please repeat. Adas Sarvanama Napumsakalinga. Adaha Amu Amuni Prathama. Adaha Amu Amuni Dvitiya. Amuna Amubhyam Amibhihi Tritiya. Amushmai Amubhyam Amibhyah Chaturthi. Amushmat Amubhyam Amibhyah Panchami. Amushya Amuyoho Amisham Shashti. Amushmin Amuyoho Amishu Saptami. Again here Napumsakalinga also you see Prathama Dvitiya will be same and Tritiya to Saptami same as Pulling. Okay, same method follows here also. Let us recite it together and then we will go. Adas Sarvanama Napumsakalinga. Adaha Amu Amuni Prathama. Adaha Amu Amuni Dvitiya. Amuna Amubhyam Amibhihi Tritiya. Amushmai Amubhyam Amibhyah Chaturthi. Amushmat Amubhyam Amibhyah Panchami. Amushya Amuyoho Amisham Shashti. Amushmin Amuyoho Amishu Saptami. Right. Now Strilinga. Please repeat. Adas Sarvanama Strilinga. Asau Amu Amuhu Prathama. Amum Amu Amuhu Dvitiya. Amuya Amubhyam Amubhihi Tritiya. Amushyai Amubhyam Amubhyah Chaturthi. Amushyaha Amubhyam Amubhyah Panchami. Amushyaha Amuyoho Amusham Shashti. Amushyam Amuyoho Amushu Saptami. Right. Again here some are used Asau, Amuya and Amushaha etc. Sometimes they are used. Let us do it together. Adas Sarvanama Strilinga. Asau Amu Amuhu Prathama. Amum Amu Amuhu Dvitiya. Amuya Amubhyam Amubhihi Tritiya. Amushyai Amubhyam Amubhyah Chaturthi. Amushyaha Amubhyam Amubhyah Panchami. Amushyaha Amuyoho Amusham Shashti. Amushyam Amuyoho Amushu Saptami. Okay. Yes. There is one more. This is actually not Sarvanama, but it is used as Sarvanama, therefore I have added it here. It is Sarva Sarvanama. Sarva is all. It's actually a Shabda which is used as adjective, but this Sarva is also, well used word, and therefore we should know the forms. And it is used as pronoun, and therefore we have put it here. Because I am saying used as pronoun, therefore you see here Sambodhana is there, okay. That's why I said it is not actually pronoun, it's actually a Shabda, therefore adjective only. But because it is used in that context, therefore we are doing it together in Sarvanama. Okay. Now, Sarva means all. Okay. Now, when we are referring to all also, we are referring to whether it is Pullinga, Strilinga, Napumsakalinga. Because it is adjective, so whatever the noun is, the same linga and vachana vibhakti has to be for the adjective also. Therefore, we are going to see Sarva Sarvanama for all three, Pullinga, Napumsakalinga and Strilinga. Is this clear? Let us see first one. Sarva Sarvanama Pullinga. Sarvah Sarvau Sarve Prathama. Sarvam Sarvau Sarvan Dvitiya. Sarvena Sarvabhyam Sarvaihi Tritiya. Sarvasmai Sarvabhyam Sarvebhyah Chaturthi. Sarvasmat Sarvabhyam Sarvebhyah Panchami. Sarvasya Sarvayoho Sarvesham Shashti. Sarvasmin Sarvayoho Sarveshu Saptami. He Sarva, He Sarvau, He Sarve Sambodhana. Okay. Now you see, again this you must have seen in many places. Sarva, Sarve, Sarve Vedayat Padamamananti, Sarve Vedaha. Now you see Vedaha, Veda is Akaranta Pullinga Shabda. So it will go like Rama, Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha. Prathama Bahuvachan. What is Prathama Bahuvachan? Sarve. So Sarve Vedaha, Sarve Manushyaha, Sarve Purushaha, etc. etc. So many times it will be there. Sarvam, to all. Okay. Sarvam Janam. You can use such things. Many places these things are used. Sarvasmai, Sarvasmat, Sarvasmin. So many places all these things are used. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, our prayer right at the beginning, every day we do, every class, isn't it? Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Right? Generally in Chinmaya Mission, this is the prayer that is done at the end before Purnamada. But we do many places, right? So sarve, right? Sarvasmin, many places. Sarvesham, Manushyanam. So many words are used very often. Right. Yes. So this is Sarva Sarvanama Pullinga. Now Napumsakalinga. Similar, first two will be different, then will be same only. Let us say. Sarva Sarvanama Napumsakalinga. Sarvam Sarve Sarvani Prathama. Sarvam Sarve Sarvani Dvitiya. Sarvena Sarvabhyam Sarvaihi Tritiya. Sarvasmai Sarvabhyam Sarvebhyah Chaturthi. Sarvasmat Sarvabhyam Sarvebhyah Panchami. Sarvasya Sarvayoho Sarvesham Shashti. Sarvasmin Sarvayoho Sarveshu Saptami. He Sarva, He Sarve, He Sarvani Sambodhana. Let us do it together. Sarva Sarvanama Napumsakalinga. Sarvam Sarve Sarvani Prathama. Sarvam Sarve Sarvani Dvitiya. Sarvena Sarvabhyam Sarvaihi Tritiya. Sarvasmai Sarvabhyam Sarvebhyah Chaturthi. Sarvasmat Sarvabhyam Sarvebhyah Panchami. सर्वस्य सर्वयोः सर्वेषां षष्ठी, सर्वस्मिन् सर्वयोः सर्वेषु सप्तमी. हे सर्व, हे सर्वे, हे सर्वाणि संबोधन. Again, many times use sarvam. Sarvam khalu idam brahma. Sarvam, everything is Brahman alone. Sarvani, vastuni, sarvani, pustakani, sarvani, rupani. Okay. Indriyani, sarvani. Many places, wherever Napumsakalinga Shabda is there, when sarva in that meaning they have to use, they will use this only. Right. Now last one. Sarva Sarvanama Strilinga. Let us read. Sarva Sarvanama Strilinga.
Sarva Sarvanama Strilinga.
Sarva Sarve Sarvaha Prathama.
Sarva Sarve Sarvaha Prathama.
Sarvam Sarve Sarvaha Dvitiya.
Sarvam Sarve Sarvaha Dvitiya.
Sarvaya Sarvabhyam Sarvabhihi Tritiya.
Sarvaya Sarvabhyam Sarvabhihi Tritiya.
Sarvabhihi. Sarvabhihi is not there. Sarvaya Sarvabhyam Sarvabhihi Tritiya.
Sarvaya Sarvabhyam Sarvabhihi Tritiya.
Sarvasyai Sarvabhyam Sarvabhyah Chaturthi.
Sarvasyai Sarvabhyam Sarvabhyah Chaturthi.
Sarvasyaha Sarvabhyam Sarvabhyah Panchami.
Sarvasyaha Sarvabhyam Sarvabhyah Panchami.
Sarvasyaha Sarvayoho Sarvasam Shashti.
Sarvasyaha Sarvayoho Sarvasam Shashti.
Sarvasyam Sarvayoho Sarvasu Saptami.
Sarvasyam Sarve Sarvasu Saptami.
Sorry. This is Sarvayoho. It should be Sarvayoho. He Sarve, He Sarve, He Sarvaha Sambodhana.
He Sarve, He Sarve, He Sarvaha Sambodhana.
It should be Sarvayoho. Like Shashti Dvivacha. Let us do it together. Sarva Sarvanama Strilinga. Sarva Sarve Sarvaha Prathama. Sarvam Sarve Sarvaha Dvitiya. Sarvaya Sarvabhyam Sarvabhihi Tritiya. Sarvasyai Sarvabhyam Sarvabhyah Chaturthi. Sarvasyaha Sarvabhyam Sarvabhyah Panchami. Sarvasyaha Sarvayoho Sarvasam Shashti. Sarvasyam Sarvayoho Sarvasu Saptami. He Sarve, He Sarve, He Sarvaha Sambodhana. Right? So these are some important words that we must also know. So far we have seen so many forms. Now this is second important topic that we have completed. Okay, not second, actually third. We have seen avyayas. First was introduction. We understood everything. Then avyaya is an important topic that we completed. Indeclinables, different types, 12 types I think we have seen. Then we saw Vibhakti usages, usages of Sapta Vibhaktis that we saw. And now we are completing the third important topic of Sanskrit, and that is Shabda Rupas, the declension forms. Okay, and in that what all things we have seen? We have seen Ajanta Nama, Ach Anta. Ajanta means what? The nouns Nama that end with Swara, vowels. So, Akaranta, Ikaranta, Ukaranta, Rikaranta. These are the words also which we have seen. Rama, Phala, Kanya. Then Kavi, Vari, Mati, Nadi. Guru, Madhu, Dhenu, Vadhu. Pitra, Kartra, Matra. Remember, we have seen this. Ajanta Nama. Then we saw Halanta Nama. Nouns that end with consonants. So, Nakaranta, Takaranta, Dakaranta, Sakaranta, Chakaranta, Jakaranta, etc. And the words that we have seen are Atman, Pullinga Shabda, Brahman, Napumsakalinga, Gunin, Mahiman, Naman, these are Nakaranta Shabdas. Then Takaranta we saw Bhavat, Rakshat, Jagat and Marut. Then Dakaranta we saw Surud in Pullinga and Rid in Napumsakalinga. Then we saw Chandramas, Sakaranta Pullinga, Manas, Sakaranta Napumsakalinga, Vach, chakaranta strilinga. Pratama it becomes vak, vacho, vacha. And bhishaj, bhishaj is jakaranta strilinga. So these are the halanta nama, nouns that end with consonants. Those also we have seen. And finally we have seen Sarvanama Shabdas. Tat Sarvanama, Etad, Kim, Sarva Sarvanama, Edam Sarvanama, Adas Sarvanama. All these are for Tritiya Purush, for third person, not Tritiya Purush, for third person. And Yushmad and Asmad, second person and first person. All these nouns also, pronouns also we have seen. Okay. I hope you remember all these things. Now we are not going to come back to these forms. Okay. Now it is done. Now when we use, we will just say, oh, it is this word. We will just use it for creating addresses. Okay. Not for anything else that we are going to use. Right. Now, while explaining this, there was one important concept which I said I will explain later. And that is when na becomes na. Right in the first word that we saw, Ajanta Nama, first Akaranta Pullinga Shabda Rama. Tritiya Ekvachan was Ramena. But in case of other words, it becomes na. Isn't it? Krishnena, it becomes na. Balena, Devena. But for Rama Shabda, it becomes Ramena. Shashti Bahuvachan becomes Ramanam. Why? Why? So let us understand the concept of, it is called Natva Vidhanam. The concept is called Natva Vidhanam. Na. When that na changes to na, Vidhana, what are the rules for that? Na changing to na. Okay. I hope now you are able to pronounce these two distinctly, na and na. There are many people who can't pronounce differently na and na. They many times, pronounce the other word. I hope now na and na are clear. Now, first time we are going to introduce, I am going to explain it through the Paniniya Sutra itself. Okay. Not because it is easy or anything. Of course, it is easy to explain this concept, but also because you will know at least how Panini has created sutras. So far, we have not seen any sutra of Panini. Okay. All the things that we have seen are according to the Panini sutras only, but we have not seen the sutra as it is. Now we will see one sutra. The sutra is Rashabhyam Nonaha Samanapade. Rashabhyam Nonas Samanapade. Okay. I am not going to go and do Vyakhya of this, etc. That is the Chaturpadam, Idam Sutram, and then this, etc. I am not going to do that. I am just explaining. Samanapade. In the same word, Pada means word, Samana means same, Samanapade Saptami Vibhakti. In the same word, Ra, Sha, Rashabhyam. After Ra or Sha, no means Naha, Naha Syat. Nah becomes Na. When in the same word, that Na comes after Ra or Sha. So, Na after Ra or Sha in the same word will change to Na. Na will change to Na. When it comes after Ra or Sha. Example, Karnaha. Karnaha. Actually, it is Kar plus Nah. When that Ra is there, that Ra makes that Na into Na. Karnaha. Jirnaha. You all know the meanings, no? Karna means ear. Karna, of course, the person also. Yes, Karna, person also. Jirnaha means dilapidated. That which has, become worn out. Jirnaha. Churnam, powder. Again, that Na is becoming Na. Churnam. Paranam means leaf. All these are Naha pratyas which are coming. But that Na is becoming Na because of Ra. Now, because of Sha, you see, Pushnati. Pushnati. Push is the verb. You will see na is actually gana chinna, it is coming. We will see in next class, that is what we are going to see. And then ti comes, ti pratyaya comes. But together it becomes pushnati. That because of that sh, na changes to na. Pushnati. Krishna, well known word we often use. Trishna. Vishnuhu. Okay, everywhere it is Krish plus nah, Trish plus na, Vish plus nuhu. But because of sh, it is that na is changing to nu. Na is changing to na. So after ra and sh in the same word, if na comes, then that na will change to na. Okay, understand all the things. Okay, ra and sh followed by na. Then that na will change to na. But it should be samanapadi in the same word. Suppose a word is ending with ra and the next word is starting with na, then it will not change. Okay? Alright. This is clear. Now, it's not over yet. Wait. Some things are to be added. There is a Vartika. What do you mean by Vartika? When there is a sutra, Panini has written sutra. Sutra means formula. Aphorism, another word for sutra. When there is a formula or aphorism which is written, you will also have bhashya, commentary. Sutra, bhashya. We have seen all these things. When we were seeing introduction, when I was explaining to you what all shastras are there, then I said in each philosophy there is a sutra, there is a bhashya, there is vartika, etc. So sutra means aphorism in short. The point is mentioned. Bhashya means commentary, explanation on those sutras. Vartika is not just explanation. It sometimes corrects the sutra, sometimes it adds something to the sutra. So, the Sutrakara has to have a full confidence in somebody to give permission to write Vartika. If the Vartikakara is at the same age or at the same time. Okay. Now, for Sanskrit grammar that we use, Vyakarana that we use, Sutrakara, the one who has written Sutra, is Panini. Okay. Bhashyakara is Patanjali. Same Patanjali who has written Yoga Sutras. He has written Sutra for that Yoga philosophy, but he has written Bhashya for Panini Ashtadhyayi, and it is the only commentary which is called as Mahabhashya. It's not just called as Bhashya, it is called as Mahabhashya of Patanjali on Panini Sutras. Okay, Patanjali's Mahabhashya is there, and Vartikakara is Vararuchi. Okay, there is also a story where they say that Vararuchi and Panini, they were studying together. Okay, sometimes if I get a chance, I will tell you the story. Okay, Vararuchi was supposed to be very, very, very intelligent, and Panini was extremely dull fellow. He ran away from the gurukula. I think in the beginning I might have told the story shortly, that he ran away from gurukula. He jumped outside and he ran away because he was not understanding anything. His father was a great grammarian, so mother wanted him also to study, so she sent. Or Panini he said, what is this? I am not understanding, and he ran away. And then he ran away, and then he got that Sakshatkara in Lord Shiva's temple. Suddenly, he saw the Damru playing, Lord Shiva appearing there and playing the Damru, and 14 sounds came, and the moment he saw that, he understood the entire connection of grammar. Okay, in the introduction of Sandhi class, I will tell you this story also, and what were those sounds, that also I will tell you. 14 sounds, entire grammar he understood, and he wrote Sutra. Now, Vararuchi has written Vartika. Now, what does he do in Vartika? Whatever is said in the Sutra, he may explain. Whatever is remaining, he may add. And whatever is mistaken, he may correct. Okay. Uktam, anuktam, duruktam. Uktam means what is said. Na uktam, what is missed out, he will add. Duruktam, what is said wrongly, he will correct. Okay. That is the job of Vartikakara. Now, what does this Vartikakara do? He says for this sutra, Rashabhyam nonas samanapade, he adds one Vartika. What is that? Ruvarnat nasya natvam vachyam. He says you are only talking about ra and sh. Isn't it? You are saying Rashabhyam nonah. When ra and sh and they are followed by na, then that na will change to na. He said one more thing you are forgetting, r. R. R is a swara. R is a consonant. Vyanjana. Right? So, just as R and Sh, even for R, if after R also Na comes, then that also should become Na. Example, Trinam. Tr. Tr has R. Tr doesn't have Tra. It is not R is not there. But even then, Trinam, Rinam, Matrunam, Pitrunam, etc. Even after R, the same rule will apply which you have applied for R and Sh. So basically, the Sutra and Vartika together, what do they tell? They tell us if Na is after R or Sh or R, then that Na will change to Na. Is this fine? Is this fine? Now, somebody will say, Vedji, this is all correct. But Ramena, after I is coming. You said after if Na comes, that is what we are explanations also we are saying Karna, Jirna, Churna. Immediately after Na was coming and then it changed to Ra. Na changed to Na. Here also immediately after Rukara, Na is coming which is changing to Na. But Ramena, Ra is coming somewhere. Yeah, Samanapade in the same word, but Ra is coming somewhere and Na is coming somewhere else. And if it is happening for Ramena, why it is not happening for Krishnena? Because in Krishna, Ra is also there, Sha is also there. Krishna it is happening, but Krishnena is not happening. So what is that rule? So the next rule says, Vyavaye, if they are distant, if there are some other letters in between what? Ra, Sh, R and Na. Then which are those letters which are allowed and which are the letters which are not allowed? So the sutra says, Atkup Vangnum Vyavaye api, Atkup Vangnum Vyavaye api. Now, what is this Attukup? That we will see when the topic comes. Ku and Pu we have seen. Ku means Kavarga, Pu means Pavarga. Okay. Kavarga is what? Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, Nga. Pavarga is what? Pa, Pha, Ba, Bha, Ma. At, for now you just understand they are swaras. Ha, Ya, Va. Ra also, but Ra is anyways being taken. So, Ra doesn't matter. So, swaras, hayava, kavarga, pavarga. If these letters are in between ra, sha, r and na, then also that na will change to na. In other words, these are good conductors. You remember good conductors of electricity, bad conductors of electricity? For electricity to flow, if good conductor is in between also, the electricity will flow through it. So the metal, iron for example, is a good conductor of electricity. Water is a good conductor of electricity. But rubber, the bad conductor of electricity. Wood is a bad conductor of electricity. What do you mean? The connection will not happen if bad conductor is there. If good conductor is there, connection will happen. So if this ra, sha, r and na, if in between these, if these vowels or consonants, these alphabets are there, good conductors. Means what? Connection will happen and na will change to na. Example, you see, Ramanam. Ramanam. You see now what is happening? Ramanam. Where is R, A, M, A, and then na is coming. Of course. Okay. So between R and na, there are three alphabets. There are three alphabets. Can you see that? But luckily all of them are good conductors. A because it is swara. Ma because it is part of pavarga. A is swara. So what will happen? Good conductors. Na will change to na. Ramanam. Same way for Ramena. Okay. Garvena. Now you see what is happening? Garvena. Ra. Va. E. Na. Va is also good conductor. A is also good conductor. Therefore, na will change to na. Marganam. Same logic. Same logic. Now, see, if bad conductors are there, then what happens? Then the rule doesn't follow. Artanam, for example, you see, from ra onwards, we see ra, ta, a, na. Between ra and na, two alphabets are there. This is a good conductor, but this is a bad conductor. Ta varga is not there here. So then what happens? This ra cannot have any impact on na. Why? Because in between there is a bad conductor that has come. So artanam, it doesn't become artanam. No, it will not become. Why? It is stopped. That rule is stopped. Krishnanam, I was giving you example. R is also there. R is also there. Sh is also there. But Krishna is there. Krishna. Na is there. Na. Na is part of ta varga. Ta, tha, da, tha, na, which is a bad conductor of electricity. Bad conductor. So this r or sh will not get transferred to na. It will not happen. And therefore Krishna nam. Like Ramanam, this na, here it is not happening. Why? Because in between there is a bad conductor. Here there was no bad conductor. Okay. Is this understood now? So if it comes immediately after ra, sha, r, then na will change to na because of these two. One rule and one sutra and one vartika. If it is not directly after ra, sha, r, but there are some alphabets in between, then what those alphabets should be for good conductors? All the alphabets should be either swaras or hayava or kavarga and pavarga. If these alphabets are there, they are good conductors. If they are in between, then still the rule will apply. Ra will change to na. Because of ra, sha, r, na will change to na. If they are not, if other alphabets means what? Chavarga, tavarga, tavarga, sa, sha. These are other alphabets, right? Then what will happen? Then the nakara will not change to nakara. Is this clear? Is this rule clear? Okay. Now, there is only one addition to this. What? Addition we have already seen. If the word ends with na, then it will not change to na. Example, Raman. All the above rules are followed. Ra is coming. Yes. After that, A, Ma, A, they are all good conductors. A is swara, Ma is pavarga, A. But Na is at the end. There is no swara which is following it. Raman, it is ending. At the end, if Na is there, half Na is there, it will not change to Na. Okay. Okay. So what are all the rules? What is the condition for nakara to change to nakara? Condition number 1. It should come after r, sh or r. Number 2, it should be in the same word. Number 3, if there are other alphabets in between, then the alphabet should be good conductors, then only. Condition number 3. And condition number 4, it should not be at the end of the word. There should be some alphabet following it, then only this rule will apply. Okay. So you see, a simple thing to understand Ramena, Balena, Krishnena, so many rules are there. Okay. Just wanted to give you a peep into, this is one of the simplest sutras. Okay. There are many complicated sutras are there. Now what, which will explain these kind of occurrences. Okay. I hope this is clear. Rashabhyam nonah samanapade. Rashabhyam nonah samanapade. Vartika is what? Ravarnat nasyanatvam vacham. And another sutra is atkupvangnum vyavayeyapi. Atkupvangnum vyavayeyapi. Okay. Vyavayeyapi, atkupvangnum vyavayeyapi, nakara. Because it nonah samanapade. That comes automatically in this sutra, right? Okay. So that also we have seen. We conclude. We conclude with this. Now there is something more also I wanted to explain, but that's fine. We'll see in some other class. It's not must. Okay. So general topic I wanted to explain. If you are okay with it, we can finish it off in 5 minutes. Are you okay with it? Okay. Okay. I just wanted today, today is Raksha Bandhana. Today is the day of celebration of a very important relationship in our life, and that is of siblings, brother and sister. So I thought I will just show you how the relationships are in Sanskrit, means what are the words for relationship. Okay. All right. Okay. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. Okay. I will read so that you don't have to worry about what are exactly the words are. But let me explain. This is actually from my notes when I was studying. I had made a chart, and that is what I have put it here, because it is very difficult to put all these things in computer. Okay. Old school person. Aham. Okay. This is the center. This is me. Aham. Okay. Suppose I am a man. Okay, suppose I am, not that you don't have to suppose, I am a man, but in the whole thing, suppose I am a man, then my spouse is Patni or Bharya, which is wife. And if I am a lady, then the spouse is called Pati, Patihi. Okay. So my wife. Now these are my ancestors before me. They are after me. Okay. Like that, like the usual family tree, no? Like that it is. Now let us see how they are. Okay. So my wife. This is my brother, Bhrata. Bhrata means brother, or Sahodarah. Another word for brother is Sahodarah. Beautiful word. Saha Udarah means we have shared womb. We have come from the same udara of our mother. So Sahodarah means brother. Same way, Swasa Sahodari also is there. For sister you can say Sahodari, but Bhrata or Sahodarah means brother. Brother's wife is called Bhratrijaya. Jaya also means wife. Bhratrijaya or Bhratrivyani. You don't have to remember all these things. I am just telling you so that you know these words. Bhratrijaya or Bhratrivyani. Same way for my sister is called Bhagini or Swasa. Swasri Shabda we had seen, if you remember Karanta Shabda. Swasa means sister. Bhagini or Sahodari. And Bhagini, sister's husband, is called as Syalah or Syalah. In Hindi, it becomes Sala. Sala is not a bad word in Hindi, okay? Sala is actually a word which means my sister's husband is called Sala. Sala means Syalah. It's coming from Sanskrit. Most of the words will come from Sanskrit only, okay? So this is now my generation, okay? Me, my brother, then me, my sister. Brother's wife, sister's husband. Okay, this is my. All right. Now what? Now let us go first higher. Okay, I am born from my father and mother, Pita and Mata. Pita and Mata. Okay. Now Pita. Let us see from father's side. Father's brother means my uncle, paternal uncle. Paternal uncle. Okay. So Pitruvyaha, Pitruvya. Pitruvya means father's sister. Father's brother, Pitruvyaha. And Pitruvya means father's sister. Now in your own language you translate, okay? In English it is very difficult because everybody is uncle and auntie, no? You can't understand. Okay? Marathi I will explain. Father is Vadil, Baba. Kaka is father's brother and Atya, father's sister. So Pitruvyaha, Pitruvya. Uncle's wife, Pitruvyaha, his wife, Pitruvyani, same as Bhatravyani. Bhrata was brother, Bhatravyani is brother's wife. Pitruvyaha is uncle, paternal uncle. Pitruvyani is paternal auntie, uncle's wife. Okay, same way for mother's side also. Mata is mother. Matulaha. Matulaha means mother's brother. And Matula, mother's sister. So Mama and Mosi. Matulaha and Matula. And again that mother's brother's wife, Matulani. Same as Pitruvyani, Bhratravyani, Matulani. Matulaha, Matulani, Matula. Okay. Now this is the generation before me. So me, my father and mother, father's siblings, mother's siblings. Done. Okay. Cousins, etc. Everybody is same. Cousins, everybody is same. Now, one generation before that. Pitamaha, Pitamahi. Pitamaha means father's father, grandfather, paternal grandfather. And Pitamahi means paternal grandmother, father's mother. Pitamaha, Pitamahi. Same way, Matamaha, Matamahi. Matamaha, Matamahi. Mother's father and mother's mother. Generation before that, Prapitamaha, Prapitamahi. Pramatamaha, Pramatamahi. There are more also, okay? I have stopped here. There is Vruddha Prapitamaha, Vruddha Pramatamaha, etc. But 3 are sufficient because generally we use 3 generations after and 3 generations later, no? Sapta generation, 7 generations we say, no? 7 generations are counted like that. Me, I am at the center. 3 generations before me, 3 generations after me. So Pindadana, etc. all these things we have to be careful about this. I have to do Pindadana for 3 generations before me and my Pindadana will be done by 3 generations after me. That is how total 7 generations are there in our Indian culture. So I am here, 3 generations we have seen, now 3 generations below also. 2 only we have seen, no, the 3 are there. Yes. So I, suppose I and my wife, now suppose, okay, example I am giving, brahmachari I am, don't think like that. Aham and aham mama patni, I suppose I and my wife have children. Then putraha, putri. Putraha, son. Putri, daughter. Okay, there are many words for that. Anujaha. Agrajaha, they means elder brother or younger brother. Anuja, elder, younger sister. Agraja, elder sister. All that is there. I am just simple things I am explaining first. Right. So, aham mama patni putraha. Putraha means son. Putri means daughter. Now, son's wife. My daughter-in-law. Vadhuhu, daughter-in-law. And daughter's husband, Jamata, Jamatru. You remember? Rakaranta Shabda we had seen Jamatru. Jamai in Hindi, Jamai. My daughter's husband. Okay. Now, their children, if son's son, he will be called Pautraha. Putraha, Pautraha. Pautraha means grandson. And if it is granddaughter, Pautri. Pautri. Pautraha, Pautri. And if it is from daughter side, then it is Dauhitraha, Dauhitri. Because Duhita is another word for daughter. Putri, another synonym is Duhita. Duhita means daughter. So, daughter's son is Dauhitraha and daughter's daughter is Dauhitri. 2 generations over. Now, third is Prapautraha. Means great grandson. Son, grandson, great grandson. Putraha, Pautraha, Prapautraha and Prapautri. If it is great granddaughter, then Prapautri. These are some simple relations. Okay. Now, I have only explained from my side. See, me, my brother, my sister, my father, my mother. Now, for my wife, she will have her own relations with all of them. So, let us see. For wife, my brother, for my wife is who? Devaraha, brother-in-law. And then his wife will be Yata. In Hindi we say Devrani, no? Devar and Devrani. Yata. Similarly, my sister for me is Bhagini. For my wife, she is Nananda. Nanandr Shabda we had seen. Rakaranta Shabda we had seen. Yesterday, not yesterday, in the last session, we saw conversation between Lakshmi and Parvati. The relationship is same. Nanandr. And Syalaha same. Similarly, my father, for her is Shwashuraha. Shwashuraha. Sasur in Hindi, no? Simplified as Sasur. Shwashuraha. And my mother is Shwashruhu. Saas. My mother for my wife. Okay. So, like that, there are these relationships. Family tree, Vamsha Vriksha, this is. Okay. Now, what you can do is, I am sure you have taken picture of this or written or whatever you want, or you can do it later also. Now, you write the names. Along with the relationship, you write the names in bracket so that you will remember. Write the names means for you. For you, you write the name. What is your name? What is your wife or husband? Then your brother, your sister, their relationships, your father, your grandfather, great grandfather, etc. These names you write. If you have, these many relations, I am sure. In India, though, we all have connection and we do remember also. In many other countries, father and mother only they don't know. So, other relationships though are very, very far. So, at least for us, by God's grace, we are still in the family which is close. So, at least, if not the next 2-3 generations, at least my generation and the previous 2, I will surely be able to find out. Okay. So, something interesting I want to. Bhagini also. Bhratravya. These are also second generation. Putra Putri is for me. My brother's son is Bhratravya, Bhrata's son, and daughter is Bhratravya. My sister's son is Bhagineyaha, and sister's daughter is Bhagineyi. This is I don't know now in your own languages you have to find out. Okay, in Hindi, generally, Bhatija is brothers, Bhanja is sisters. Okay, so Bhatija, Bhatiji, Bhanja, Bhanji. That is this Bhratravya, Bhagineya, Bhagineyi. Okay, same way. All right. Have I covered everything? Yes. All right. sufficient for today. Something interesting. Now in the next session, we will start with the topic of verbs, kriya. Nouns we have seen, pronouns we have seen, adjectives we have seen. Now indeclinables, avyayas also we have seen. Now what remains is kriya, verbs. All right, chalo. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om.